Hello everyone. This weekend's boxing preview. Decent show, I think. Saturday. I think Davis Massud is really good stuff. Before we go on to the big show of the weekend, Robbie Davis is boxing tomorrow in Ireland. I think that's on DAZN. I could be wrong, but I think it is. But Robbie's always worth a watch. Really good fighter. Kurt Walker's on, and McCrory, who boxed Balanga, he's on as well. So that'll be worth a watch. Hopefully, I think it's on DAZN. If it is, I'll be watching that. I like Robbie. There's a few good fighters on the undercard as well. So yeah, for anyone that didn't know, that is on tomorrow. Saturday now. These are my predictions. Davis Massud. I was speaking to Cam Vong, and he was telling me Massud's going to win. And I went, you what? I said, have you watched Liam Davis? And he went, no, not really. I said, put him on. So we watched 3 of his fights. And after all 3 of them, I went, you still think Massud's going to win? And he's like, I'm not sure now. But I told him, I said, look, Liam Davis will win this fight inside the distance. Massud is really good. Massud, very good, to be honest. But for me, Liam Davis could possibly be one of the best boxers in the country. I think he's outstanding. Like, the last, I don't know, 2 years, 2.5 years. I think he's brilliant. I think Massud's really good. But this is a monumental step up. Because I really do think Liam Davis is the real deal. Like, really good. I'm very confident Davis stops Massud. Massud defensively very good. He's really good, to be honest. I just think this is a huge step up. Davis has been down. Massud can punch. He's clever. He's a good counter puncher. Defensively slick. He's good. I just think Davis wins this fight. Like, I'd go Davis stoppage. I don't know what the odds are. I probably should have looked before I did the video, but I can't see anything other than a Davis stoppage. Like, I think Davis is going to the very top. I really do think he's one of the best fighters in the country at the minute. So I want to go Davis stoppage. I'm confident on that as well. Does anyone think Massud will win? I'm sure there will be a lot. One of the kids I train, Calvin, Massud's his favourite boxer. Like, he really rates him. And I do as well. I just think this fight is, like, probably easier fights for Massud. Like, he hasn't, like, I don't know, like, I just really think it's a huge step into, like, the unknown levels. Like, Davis is really good. I've just said the same thing for 2 minutes. But, yeah, Davis stoppage for me. Next, we've got Shani Kam against Patricia Berolt. I think I've seen Berolt once. And Shani Kam, I expect, will beat her. Chantel is very strong. Chantel beat Katie Taylor. Like, Shani Kam's one of the best female boxers on the planet. She's super good. I do not envisage Berolt beating her. Berolt may take her the 10. I'd probably go Shani Kam on points, to be honest. But, you know, it would be a no-touch, no-bet situation. Like, she could take her the distance, she could not. And I presume Cameron will be 10, 20 to 1 on to win. Then we've got Echo Esserman, Ben Vaughan, which is a cracking fight. Everyone knows Echo Esserman, very good fighter, like, solid, you know. Beat Tetley. He was in a cracking fight last time with the kid from Worcester, whose name, Cooper. He's good, Esserman, like, he's solid, really good pro, really good fighter, to be honest. Ben Vaughan, though, boxed Dom Hunt. He stopped Dom Hunt in a round. And Dom Hunt, pretty local to us. He sparred Joe a lot. So when he was boxing Vaughan, said to a mate of mine, like, who's Ben Vaughan? Is any good? He said, very good, really good amateur, good fighter. Don't be surprised if he beats Dom Hunt. Did him in a round. So I've heard some good things about Vaughan. Vaughan Esserman's a good fight. I haven't seen enough Vaughan with my own eyes to make any kind of confident prediction. But it'll have to be good to beat Esserman. It's not one I could make a prediction on, really. I presume Esserman will be the favourite, but Vaughan, I have been told, by people in the know is very good. Then we've got Ezra Taylor against Kristaps Bullmeisters. I think I've said that right. Bullmeisters, I've never heard of, never mind seeing. Ezra Taylor I've watched a few times. He's a good athlete, he's big, you know, he's sharp and that. I don't think he's a world beater, to be honest. Big and fit and good athlete, but I'm not like amazed by him. I don't think he's going to go on to be world champion. But I presume he will beat a fella called Kristaps Bullmeisters. But again, not one I could go near with a confident prediction. Then we've got Ethan James, who I think is one of the best pure boxers in the country, just doesn't have any power, really. Against Jermaine Osborne Edwards, who is unbeaten. I think he's 35, this Jermaine Osborne Edwards. I see him on the BCB Instagram page sometimes. He's got a fair few wins on the small all. Now stepping up to box Ethan James. Ethan James can box. Like, I think Ethan James is... I enjoy watching him. Like, he has zero power. You know? I'm not being horrible, but he just doesn't punch. If he could punch, he'd probably be world champion. He's fucking brilliant. But he doesn't have any pop. He got beat by the kid who lost to Westerman, Cooper. I think James is fantastic. I presume he will beat Edwards, I would think. To beat James, you are going to have to be very good because you're going to have to get near him. I would go Ethan James on points, confidently. Ethan James will beat 99% of boxers on points. He's bloody very good. Next, we've got Owen Lavin against Remy Scholar. Could not give you a prediction on either, as I've never seen them. Bradley Thompson, Sean Jackson. Bradley Thompson I've heard good things about. Sean Jackson is a very, very good away corner fighter. Then we've got Mikhail Ahmed against Ian Caicedo. Mikhail, I said before, his debut, one of the best prospects in boxing. Full stop. Britain, anywhere you bloody want. He's fantastic. He used to be trained at Manor Boxing Academy, where I do some training, where Steve Oliva trains. And I randomly seen him in the gym a few times. And I remember when I first saw him, I said, like, who the fuck is that? Because he is unbelievable. And he was Mikhail. He's very, 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 very good. Really good. Caicedo is actually a decent journeyman. Like, they'll struggle to match Mikhail. He's very, very good. And he can punch for a fella of only, I'm not sure what he'll be, a featherweight max. Mikhail will beat Caicedo. Will he stop him? I'm not so sure. Then we've got Lewis Williams, who was the GB heavyweight, boxing Lamar Griggs. Lamar boxed Tony Oka. Spoke to Lamar a few times. Nice fella. Tough. Big, strong, tough fella. But Lewis Williams has that GB, he has them GB credentials, like top-class amateur. I presume Lewis will win. Will he stop Griggs? He will do well too. But with that amateur experience, it could be a tough night. But it's a good card, like. That's a good card, like. The main event is a brilliant fight. Liam Davis is a world-class talent. Shani Cam is. Esmond Vaughan's a good fight. Ezra Taylor's always in a good fight because he can crack a bit. I enjoy watching Ethan James. Mikhail Ahmed is one of the best prospects in the country by a mile. Probably the best. So it's a good weekend's worth of boxing. What bet would I do, you ask? Some people say don't do it. But you know what? If you want to bet, have a bet. If you don't do it. We know the crack. We're adults. You know what I'm saying? I had a gambling problem for a long time. But I knew I shouldn't be doing it. And eventually I got help. So if you need help, stop gambling, go find it. If you can control it and you want to have a bet, these are my predictions. Not that you should bet on them, but this is what I would go for. Liam Davis by a stoppage. Ethan James on points. And that's the double. Thank you for watching. And the gambling thing, like, I'm not taking the piss on nothing, but like, we're all adults, you know. And I realise over time, look, we're all in control of our own actions. So I'm in no way encouraging. I'm just telling you what I think will happen and what I would go for. So have a good Friday and Saturday.